Good afternoon, everybody. It is a bloody hot day in England. Um, Today's video is going to be about LinkedIn and how to find pretty much any person or level of person on LinkedIn that you want to, from the top level executives in the biggest companies in the world to the owner of a shop that's round the corner, or any consultant you want. So I'm going to show you these in a second. I'm just going to jump onto my computer. If you have any thoughts and feedback about the video, please leave them below. If you're interested more in my Amazon stuff, then stay tuned tomorrow because there's going to be an update. So yeah, like it if you like it. Comment please if you have any questions or you want to reach out to me, because there's a little something at the end that I offer. I won't say too much now. However, if you need my help, then you can reach out. Subscribe, of course. Here it is. Oh, also, the video jumps a little bit because I don't know, my computer was having a bit of a heart attack. But there's no information that you're really going to miss on when it does jump between, when it's like skip. So, I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Okay, so here we are on the computer, and what I'm going to do is take you through just a few steps to connecting with people on LinkedIn so you can get their phone number, get their email address, and start marketing to them and start following up those leads. I'm going to jump right into it because otherwise I'll start talking fluff, and we don't want no fluff. Okay, so we are first of all going to head to load up LinkedIn. This is my profile. I'll take you a little bit through my profile just before we jump into it. Internet is nice and slow, which I don't know why that is happening because I have crazy fast internet. Maybe it's because I'm recording at the same time. So very quickly, this is me. Currently I am working as a recruiter, so I do have a recruiter account, but you do not need a recruiter account by any means. Sometimes it may be beneficial to get a premium account because you can do more advanced searches, which I'll take you through in a minute. But just to give you an idea about me, we'll view my profile, and there we go. Brick. Expert healthcare recruiter, helping nurses across the UK secure a better and more enjoyable career, not just recruitment consultant. So I but when I worked for this company, BizClick Media and Business Review Middle East, for a Business Review Middle East magazine, and a project director for the overall company. And what I did was reach out to C-level executives, so a CEO or COO or C2, CTO, so anyone that sits at a director level. And I'd reach out to them using LinkedIn, see if I can get their email address, their phone number, and direct message them, email them to generate leads and to get in contact with them. And just to give you an idea, so here we go. This is the one I worked with, and I particularly focused on finance. So I'd reach out to people that are in companies that turn over 100 million in the Middle East, and there's a lot. So here is one of the pieces and the people I worked with, Raghu Malhotra. Don't know if I said that right, but there we go. And we focused our whole, I guess, magazine on him. I actually left before this was published, but I set up a meeting and all that sort of stuff. So even here we can search. There he is. Where is he? There he is. So he's the president of Middle East and Africa for MasterCard. So I've connected with this person, I've spent time on the phone with him, and this is a big shot. MasterCard, which is a very, very, very massive company, well over 100 million, into the probably the billions. I don't really know. My Mac's getting really, really hot. I could show you some other examples, but I don't think I really need to. So I'm going to click off of that, and we're going to go back to LinkedIn. So the first thing we want to do is be able to search for people. Now, there are two ways that I would recommend to search for people. First of all is, of course, using the search criteria. What is going on here? Nano. So, LinkedIn has some really cool search, Boolean search methods. So, I'm going to put a link in my description, which is to this page here, which is from LinkedIn, about how you can search for people's titles, their last names, or what schools they went to, in the search box. Because you do have on the right hand side, let's move me over, you do have a few filtering options. Before LinkedIn changed to their new look, this was way better. You had at the top here, and you had an advanced search option, and it was way better than this. However, there's still some things you can do on a non-premium account. So let's say we are going to create a search using these tips here. For example, if you want to find people on first name, you type first name, colon, and then you type what their first name will be. If you want to find a title that has more than one word, you would use speech marks, whatever, I don't know what they're called, to then put it in. And you don't want their last name to be Doe, and you want them to be from Harvard or Stanford School. We will write a new one. So I did some of these earlier just to give them a little test. So title. We are wanting to find, like here, maybe we're looking to find CEO and or director. Okay, and let's just go for that for now. CEO or director, because the search is on the right hand side. You cannot clarify if you want, I guess, a certain level in the company. So that's going to find everyone that I am connected with. Where the fuck should I put this? And also second connections and third degree connections. So all these people, here we go. All these CEOs, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Director, whole bunch of people. Now, first connections is people that you are already connected with, so I don't really want to see them. Second connections is like a friend of a friend, and third connection is a friend of a friend of a friend. So we want to click both of these, because on a standard account, you can't really connect with people that aren't at least your third connection. You tend to get a little grayed out, or you can't connect. You basically can't connect with them. We then want to put the location in. So I used to live in Norwich, so I will stick in Norwich, United Kingdom, and if you're looking for owners of companies in your local area, just stick your local area in there and you'll be able to find those. You can even now look at the companies. So in Norwich, you'll see these are the biggest companies that you can work for. So we can choose them. But let's say Aviva. We don't want Aviva. So we can say, I believe it was company. Yeah. So we can go, just type it in, company Aviva. Okay, and that is probably annoying. Oh no, it didn't. That's good. So all these people meet our criteria and they do not work at Aviva. And if you notice, Aviva from here is gone. You even have industry, so if you only want retail, or if you're trying to find chiropractors, you might want to look in health and what's it called? Yeah, health, wellness, and fitness. We're not going to though. Can you hear my fan is going crazy? Cool this shit down. So what we can then do is we can start to connect with these people. Simply, you can add a note. I found through hundreds and hundreds of times of doing this, adding a note doesn't really do anything. No one really reads it. So it's just not worth it. If they connect with you, brilliant. If they don't, well, I just wouldn't worry about it. Cool. So we can connect through, see if we are connected. Let's find someone we are connected with. Once you're connected with them, you'll obviously get the profile. And let's find someone. Okay, cool. CEO of Lotus Cars. So let's go on to him. Because I was trying to connect with this guy. Contact information over here on the right hand side. Number right there. His mobile number is right there. His email address, personal email address, is right there. So you want to reach out to this particular company and the CEO or the director or the owner or whoever you choose, then they will have, most of them have this information on their LinkedIn profile. So you just call them up, cold call them, and you can start pitching to them, right? That's mad. That's mad that that's just there for a CEO of Lotus, the car. Crazy. And obviously you can go down and say, for example, you had some common ground, like you went to the same school or you grew up in the same area, you can use to start up your conversation. So you would say, hey, is it John Mark? My name is Johnny. I'm from A1 Marketing. And look, I noticed you on LinkedIn. I know we connected a few days ago. I really wanted to talk to you just about some work that I've been doing locally in the area. So we actually went to the same school as well. Did you know such and such teacher? And just start to build a rapport with them. So, crazy. There's his phone number right there. Madness. So, that's pretty much what we want to do. We want to search and we want to connect with these people, and then we want to view their contact information and we can market to them. There is another way to search. So I will put this link in the description. And is a very interesting website that I found where you can search on Google for profiles on LinkedIn. So I have another company, and what we do is we link up students that want to learn a language or like the guitar, or piano, with teachers that teach those instruments or those languages or whatever, ballet, who cares. So say for example we want to find guitar teacher in Hammersmith, right? Employer, no, we don't want that. Words to exclude, we're going to leave that blank. So find the right people on LinkedIn, we click that, it opens up a box in the middle. You can either copy the URL or you can click here and it actually says go straight or go into Google. So we're going to do that. Opens up Google, and what it's done is done a Boolean search just for LinkedIn using the criteria that you put in. Now you could type all this out yourself. It's a bit complicated, which is why you would use a website like this. You then go through, I would hold down Command, and you would click, and you would open up these, and then go through their LinkedIn profiles and add them. Now, I did create something called an automator back when I was doing this. So on a Mac, there's a program called, oh shit, what the fuck to do? Anyway, there's a program called, Automator, and pretty much computer to do tasks. So say, for example, you wanted to change all of your photos. You had 500 photos you've taken, and you want to change them, all the names on them, to wedding 1, and then wedding 2, wedding 3, wedding 4. Rather than do it manually, an automator can do that all for you. I figured out how to do an automator for opening these URLs. So I would open up the automator, and it would open every single URL on this page that contained LinkedIn, so not the adverts. And it would open up a new window. I got away with that for about 6 weeks or so, and LinkedIn shut it down. They realized what I was doing because I was connecting with hundreds of people, and they shut that shit down. And if I was to do it now, it would block your account for, I think, 24 hours. It would block your account. So do not do anything like that. If you see that online, just stay away from it because it's not worth it. Take the time to do it. So, okay, this is what I didn't realize. So Hammersmith Rock, this is not in the UK. So I was not specific enough. There's going to be too much. My computer ran out of storage, so I had to delete some shit. So Steve Simmons is one guy that popped up. I don't know why he did, because he's a plumber. However, he doesn't have the option to connect here. And here, I can't remember what would be there if you didn't have Recruiter. But 3 little dots up here will open up some more options, and you just press connect. And then you can send your connection very, very a note, because most people don't need it. So at the moment, as you can see, for me, I've just got over 5,000 connections, and that hasn't taken too long to build up, and I haven't really done anything on it now for a long time. And that I get quite a few connections every day, maybe 10 connections a day, of people just adding me because of the connections that I have. So what you're looking to do is build your connections of people in your local area, or people you want to connect with that you want to sell to, business owners, and eventually people will see you, and they'll see you're connected with other business owners, because people network, people know each other. That will create more social proof for you. It means it will be easier for you to get your foot through the door, because you'll know people. You'll know the names of the people that these people do business with. The more you have, the more you'll get. So that's a very quick idea about how to use LinkedIn search to find level of connection. A CEO of the biggest companies in the world, like MasterCard. I did the same thing for Visa and a whole bunch of insurance companies, Zurich Insurance. So it's definitely possible. It's very, very easy to do so. It just takes a bit of time, a bit of administration to find the right people using these few different search methods. So just to research within LinkedIn itself, I've put the link, where is it? LinkedIn's help page on what you can use to search and how to do it. Okay, if you want to reach out to me and you want some advice on this, that is fine. I can do that. Recruitum is in there as well. It is free, just so you can go and use that. And you can obviously search other things as well. The other thing I want to put out there is that if you want to optimize your LinkedIn profile, if you need any help with that, I do actually have a LinkedIn optimization service. So if you want some help and you want me to optimize your LinkedIn page to make it pretty much the best one it could be, then I'll happily do that for you. Just let me know. Pop me an email, pop me a message on Facebook or whatever, and we can talk about that. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little LinkedIn flurry. There is a lot more to talk about LinkedIn. That's probably for another day because this video is cracking on quite lovely evening. If you get any questions, let me know. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye bye.